I love both of you equally. Or do I? Today, we're here to compare Phantom 4 to Mavic Pro. We have a couple of friends who know something about flying. If you haven't seen my in-depth review of Mavic Pro, please click here and watch that video. Alright, let's begin with the camera quality. For this, I'm gonna take off from exactly the same spots to the same height. And I'm gonna film and then put the footages next to each other so we'll see the difference. For example, from here, let me hit record. Let's go up to 15 meters and focus. Let's go up to 15. The footage you are seeing is not edited, color corrected or stabilized. And when I zoom in, you can see that Mavic's camera is shaking a little bit, which can easily be cured. Phantom 4 is a little sharper than Mavic, but that kind of sharpness can be achieved simply by changing the style settings. And if you really like that Phantom 4 look, you can achieve that easily as well. I'd like to say Phantom 4 won this round, but I can't. Because I can't achieve depth of field and low light performance on Phantom 4. When I released this footage on my Mavic Pro in-depth review, some people asked if my Phantom 4 settings were wrong. No, they weren't. And some said I was trying to make Phantom 4 look bad. Well, I'm not the kind of person who would let that go. So I did the same shoot again, but this time I approached it a little differently. As you can see, I have nothing in the settings. Automatic, nothing here. Nothing here. Normal. Let's hit record. Hit record. Here we are. So as you can see, Mavic's camera is good. And actually for my taste, it is better than Phantom 4's camera. Both drones handle high wind very well. Also Phantom 4's sharpness sometimes gives a soap opera effect where Mavic's footage looks more natural. But if I let this nitpicking aside, at the end of the day, 99% of the time, both of these drones will let you get fantastic shots. Like these. Now let's compare the remotes. Let's begin with the Phantom. It's very nice, it feels really good in your hand. This is where you charge it. This is return home button. This is to turn it on and off. This is to change the flight modes. This is to aim the camera. This is to record. And this is to adjust exposure. This is to pause, and this is to take a photo. And at the bottom we have the C1 and C2. This remote has a 6000 milliampere battery in it that charges your phone or your tablet. On the other hand, Mavic's remote has 2970 milliampere battery, and even if it looks like it's gonna charge your phone, it does something, but then it stops. It stopped. If you get a cable like this, the cable tangling is not an issue. Now let's take a look at Mavic's remote. First of all, it is foldable, just like Mavic itself. 5-way button here that you can click. Pause button is here, return home button is here, on and off is here. And this is to take a photo, this is to start taking a video, this is to adjust exposure, this is to aim the camera. The sport mode switch is here. And on the back we have C1 and C2, and your iPhone is connected here. This is a micro USB, but also it has a USB here, which you can use this to connect to your iPhone as well. So if you lose this cable, you can use this regular USB port, just like that. Normally, you should take this and put it in here, so it moves back and forward like this when you're folding it. So the cable is even more neat. But let me tell you the problem with that. It's blocking the ambient light sensor and the fingerprint. So I like to use this with a case, so I don't put it in there. I use it like this. I can unlock my phone like that. 2 pounds and 6 ounces. 1 pound and 2 ounces. Now let's take a look at the screen of the remote. We have the speed here, the mode here, and then battery of the drone, the signal level, RPM, information, battery of the remote control, exposure of the remote control, if you have memory card or not, clearance, height, distance, and then this 5-way button. You can use this to zoom in or zoom out, or make the camera look down or forward. And if you tap, you go into the intelligent flight modes. You can zoom in like this as well. When you're shooting 4K, the zoom in doesn't work. And if your phone supports force touch, you can use force touch to look down or look back up. Even if you don't have force touch, you can do it. You just have to tap and wait a little bit. Also, you can go into your settings and customize those buttons, and you can have vertical shooting there. You can switch between focus and exposure, this. Mavic has tripod mode, Phantom 4 doesn't. Remote controller settings are the same, except of course Mavic has the 5D button customization. You can see the voltage on main screen if you select this. In camera settings, nearly every option is the same. Style is the same, but when we go into color, Phantom 4 has true color, but Mavic doesn't. And in these settings, we have new stuff on Mavic's side, like video caption, long exposure preview, auto sync HD photo, lock gimbal when capture, and the rest is the same. When we look at intelligent modes, Mavic has everything Phantom 4 has. Home lock, course lock, follow me mode, waypoints, point of interest. But on top of that, Mavic has terrain follow, where let's say if you're hiking and you're going higher, it follows the terrain. And it has different modes in active track, and it has gesture mode, which you can see in my Mavic Pro in-depth review. Both Mavic and Phantom 4 have really good tracking when things are going normal. But I wanted to see, what if I try to escape it? Who would do a better job? Now I'm going to try my best to make it lose me. Yep, lost me. Well, when I go back into the frame, it says, "Is this the guy I was chasing?" And you say, "Yeah." Where did he go? Where did he go? Interestingly, this found me back and it didn't ask for confirmation. When unfolded, Mavic and Phantom 4 are almost as wide as each other. But of course, when you fold Mavic, the difference is huge. Mavic is undeniably portable and easy to set up, which brings us to our next comparison. How easy it is to set up Mavic compared to Phantom 4? Well, there's only one way to find out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit in the car, hands on the wheel. My wife is gonna count to 3. I'm gonna go outside, prepare the drone, fly it to that trash can over there, and then come back and land and put everything in its box. And the minute I sit down and put my hands on the wheel, she's gonna stop the clock. And for the calibration dance, I have to sing all the single ladies, or else I'm eliminated.
1, 2, 3.
Up in the club, just one cup, doing my whole new thing. Now up in the bed, down to the D. If you like it, then shoot up. Waiting for IMU. Done.
1, 2, 3.
Here we go, here we go. Up in the club, just one cup, doing my whole new thing. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then... Alright. IMU initializing. That was my knee. Yes. So, not that much faster, but it is faster.
I think realistically, if you were doing it at the average pace, it would be significantly faster.
In order to take the battery off, you have to open the arms. That's how you take the battery off. On the other hand, with Phantom 4, it's really easy to take the battery out and put it back in. And if you want to change the memory card, you have to open the arms as well. And you have to open this cap. Here we have the memory card. But on Phantom 4, the memory card entrance is here. It's never blocked. The Wi-Fi selection, and then the remote reset button. When you switch this to Wi-Fi, you can connect to Mavic with your iPhone using the provided password. The USB entrance is here. On Mavic, the USB entrance is on the other side. Phantom 4 weighs 3 pounds, and Mavic weighs 1 pound and 1 ounce. Now, I'm gonna calibrate the gimbal so we can check the horizon tilt. I like to auto-calibrate gimbal almost each time before I fly. I also feel like it depends on the surface you turn your drone on. Make sure it is flat. Everything should be fine. Let's say you're flying and you see the horizon is a little tilted. You can go into your app and adjust it manually. Now I'm gonna put it in the sport mode and let's see if we can see the propellers. I'm guessing we will. Now it's in the sport mode and I'm recording. Oh yeah, I see it already. Let me do this and then do this. Yes, you can see the propellers clearly. It's in the sport mode. Compared to Phantom 4, on Mavic Pro, the propellers were mostly out of the frame. Not seeing any propellers. Even the charger of Mavic is smaller. I kept the film on. It also has 2 USB outputs where you can charge your remote. Plus, you can charge your phone if you want. And these are the batteries. Now we're gonna test return home. For this, I'm gonna hit home point settings and then just set it to right there. right there. Height is set to 20 meters. Return home. Now it's gonna go up to 20 meters and it's gonna fly back. Let's see if it's gonna land right here. It's coming. It's landing. Watch out. Gonna fly a little up. And I'm gonna hit return home button. Now it's gonna go up to 20 meters again. Turn around. Coming back. Landing. Now Mavic
has precision landing, but in order to perform that landing,
it's supposed to take a photo before it flies away.
So if you fly away as soon as you take off, just like I did, it can't do the precision landing.
Now it's asking me to confirm the land. I swipe. Well, that wasn't a precision landing. For Mavic to perform a precision landing, when you take off, you have to wait 4 or 5 minutes so it can register the ground. Just joking. You should have seen your face when you heard the 4 or 5 minutes. When you take off, you just wait a little bit, like 1-2 seconds, and then you fly away. And when you hit return home, it lands exactly at the same point where you take off. If you have enough satellite connections, and if it's not grass, and if there's something it can track when it's coming back.
So when done right, precision landing looks like this.
DJI says Mavic has 7 km, Phantom 4 has 5 km range. Good. I didn't test it because I don't want to be that irresponsible person who flies 7 kilometers away in a city. What if that drone crashes? What if I hurt someone's child or something? I don't want to be the person that adds another rule to the drone world, where people have all this prejudice about drones already. So I flew on the beach 1 kilometer away and I flew back. Everything was fine. The video feed was fine, but that's all. If I get a chance to fly it out of the city knowing there's nothing around, I will try the 7 kilometer range. So if you were waiting for that, I am sorry. There's also one more thing Mavic can do that Phantom 4 can't. And this can really help you with your decision.
Feeling hella good, so I'ma keep on dancing. Feeling hella good, so I'ma keep on dancing.
Well, thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button. I must have a subscribe button somewhere here on the screen. Hit that subscribe button and join the world domination. And let me know what you think about Mavic versus Phantom 4. Let me know in the comment section below. And until I see you the next time, take really good care of yourselves and hoşça kalın.